Hi, everybody. This is the planet Earth here. Um, so this video is going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to explain what is going on. And I understand that nobody understands the root cause of my disorder and your disorders if you have anxiety. But I'm going to go ahead and explain to you guys just exactly what I feel and what I suffer with. When I wake up every single day of my life, it is filled with misery. Every single day, every single month, every single week, day, month, year, it is filled with terror. Every single day. The terror that I get is internal. The anxiety that I get is constant. Every single day, every single moment, on top of things like Meniere's disease and in the past, mini stroke. Every single day for many years, I have had anxiety every day. Everything bothers me. Not because of other people, but because my brain cannot process normal thoughts, patterns, normal anxieties that people suffer with every single day. Every single day of my life has been hell. I wake up, I'm dizzy. I go to sleep, I'm dizzy. I go to the bathroom, I'm dizzy. I get in my car, sometimes I'm dizzy. I wait for these spells to pass before I'm able to drive. Luckily for me, I don't get the spells while driving. I get them after sleeping. Blood pressure, normal. Cholesterol, normal. Blood work, abnormal. I keep getting potassium deficiency, yet I'll eat enough potassium. I keep getting a magnesium deficiency, yet my body should be regulating the magnesium deficiency. For years and years and years and years and years and years, I've been talking about anxiety and talking about it 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 and suffering and ER rooms, hospital visits, ER rooms, hospital visits, ER rooms, hospital visits, ER rooms, hospital visits, therapist, psychiatrist, psychologist. Nothing works on me personally. Antidepressants, no. Antipsychotics, no. Antihistamines, no. Pain medications, no. Benzodiazepines, somewhat. It is every single day, 24/7, 365, nonstop. Even in my dreams, I have anxiety. No joke. I am cursed. I have a curse. And I don't know if it was exposure to certain chemicals as a child, exposure to the chemicals today, exposure to stress, exposure to the fact that people will not hire me. I don't know if that is in contribution of developing one of the worst generalized anxiety disorders that I could think of. Every day. Every day. It's literally every day of my life. I have no calm. Unless I get an Ativan injection, a Xanax injection into my bloodstream in an ER setting. That is the only time I genuinely am normal. Come to find out that I have a tumor on my adrenal glands. Non-cancerous tumor. Causing me all these years of pain and misery. All these fucking years. People saying it's only in my head. Well, yeah, it is in my head, but it's physical. My potassium keeps dropping, which is a classic sign of tumors in my adrenal glands. My potassium, I had low 2.6 potassium. How's that normal when I don't overhydrate, underhydrate? I drink a little bit of I drink water. I drink electrolyte replenishment drinks all the time to keep the potassium level somewhat stable. It is because I have a tumor. In my adrenal gland. Also, not only do I have that, but I've been traumatized by just imagine every day anxiety every day. Just imagine a generalized anxiety every single day for the last 20 something years. Just every single day. It's just every day. Imagine a person that can wake up and they're panicking when they wake up. They're panicking through midday. They're panicking when they sleep. And they try to sleep to get away from the panic. And I guess rest the adrenal glands. They get fatigued very easily because there's a tumor on them. So now I need surgery. I have no insurance to get the surgery on my adrenal gland. How can I get rid of this excessive potassium depletion, which I can't get rid of until it's removed? I keep having this low potassium. Well, this low potassium is a sign. I also have megaloblastic anemia because of the adrenal gland and the low potassium. So this is actually kind of dangerous. Every day, every week, every month, every year, I just want to live a normal life. But I have not been given that path. Every day it's a suffer. Every single day, every single second is suffering. Every single day it is, you're going to suffer if you have a problem with your adrenal glands. If you have a problem with treatment with resistant anxiety, it never stops. It never goes away. It is consistent, and it is unforgiving. Nothing I can do will stop this. When I take these medications through IV, it is strong enough to block the effects of the tumor on my adrenal glands. When I take the medication orally, it doesn't do the same thing. No matter how I take it, it just doesn't do the same thing. So, what is the path to getting the surgery? Money. How do you make money? You work. How can you make money when your heart rate and blood pressure go too high because your adrenal gland is fucking up? Because there's a tumor on it. Every day. Every day. It's every day, it's every minute, it's every hour, it's every second, it's every nanosecond. I can never relax. I can never enjoy any. I have not been able to enjoy anything in my life, very rare, for the last 15 years. Literally that. Yeah, I go do things. I'll go driving and stuff like that, because that takes that adrenaline, it lowers the adrenaline levels. In other words, I cannot be stressed out. But because of the country, world, economy falling apart, the constant worry about getting robbed, broken into, or somebody doing something, which is a real possibility, it stresses me out, which of course releases cortisol, which of course releases adenosine, which of course fucks with my adrenal glands. And when it F's with my adrenal glands, of course, it's messing with the tumor. So what happens? I suffer. Every day, every minute, every hour, every year. 24 hours, 365, a non-stop anxiety that is so severe. It even affects my potassium, my actual electrolytes that I need to live. It affects that. I can't have a normal diet. I can't lose weight. Even if I exercise, I cannot lose weight. Something's going on there. I've been moving around the last 3 weeks and I haven't lost any weight. I eat 1 meal a day or less. I drink water. I drink electrolyte solutions to try to keep some of the potassium level up. Obviously, that's not good enough. Avocado. It's tasty. It'll do it. I've been eating very healthy and a lot healthier and less bad foods over the last 4 months, 5 months. But this is what it is. It is an adrenal gland problem. On top of already a stressed out problem, because every fucking place I go to get a job, well, it wasn't like this in 2018 in the Northeast. Now, how do I put up with all this noise, this extra car noise, truck noise? It is because I lived here in 2018, so I was able to acclimate to the fastness of the Northeast. I was able to acclimate to the honking, and it did help my anxiety a little bit by acclimating, by understanding the insanity of this part of the country, which is the busiest part of the country other than Los Angeles. But I had to kind of understand how that works. How in New York City and, the 5 boroughs, most of it is going to be either garage parking or street parking. That's it. There is nothing else. unless you live out in the suburbs or Long Island, away from the 5 boroughs, where it's very less likely that you're going to have issues not finding regular parking spots. So navigating this is extremely difficult, and it kind of gives me a vibe of more like Europe. Kind of. Not really, but kind of. So, this is my story to tell you guys. I've been advocating for an anti-anxiety coalition of some sort for many years with no luck, and I want that luck back. For God's sakes, I need financial assistance. If anybody out there can send me something from Cash App or to my PayPal, for the love of God, help me, because I really need to go see the doctor and get the surgery done. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but if I don't get this removed, my quality of life is not healthy. So please, I am asking my audience of YouTube.com, where I only know there's about supposedly 30,000 subscribers, but only 0.01% actually watch, because most of them subscribed to the parody video we did a few years ago, and they left, and they never came back. Plus, my channel may or may not even be not listed publicly. So, almost nobody finds my videos, and I've made hundreds of videos of anxiety. I think I am only one of the people that is strong enough to keep making videos of anxiety disorders, no matter how mild or severe. I don't know of a lot of other YouTubers who dedicate their channel to being a combination of driving and anxiety. I don't know anybody else. Maybe there is. There was this person, Sarah Kay, is a big YouTuber, but unfortunately I cannot reach out to this lady, because I just can't reach out to her, because I don't know how to reach out to other YouTubers like that. But this needs to have a serious discussion, and I do need crowdsourcing to help me get rid of this adrenal gland problem. I want to live a normal life at the end of the day. I want to live a normal life. I want to live a life that is somewhat normal. Period. And I need to live a normal life. Period. So if anybody is out there and anybody wants to help, my Cash App is the Planet Earth, no spaces. My PayPal.me/the Planet Earth. If anybody out there has any guidance or any intelligence on the tumor on the adrenal glands, I really need you to reach out to me. If there are any doctors out there that are willing to talk to me about this stuff, I would like to speak about this, and I genuinely mean this. I want to live a semi-comfortable life, but I need help. I can't get help from nobody. I can't get help from my family, and I can't get help my friends and my family. They're almost all gone. That's it. My dad's, almost gonna be 70. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, my aunt, almost in her 70s. I'm by myself soon. And the worst part is, I do not have an understanding sibling that I can talk to, because they're all gone. Or they're so old, or they're blind, or they passed away, or something stupid like that. So I really, really, really need genuine assistance on YouTube if I cannot get it. I know TikTok is a good place to talk about this stuff and get help, genuine help. But unfortunately, I don't know if anybody will help, because I'm a guy. If I was a girl, I will get the help I need. But I think everybody just hates me. I genuinely believe it. I genuinely believe that at least 10% to 20% of my subscribers hate me. Anyways. But the point I'm making is, if you have anxiety and you're also having potassium problems, you might have adrenal tumor or some sort of adrenal insufficiency or adrenal disorder. This is something that is physical. It's not mental. It's causing me pure chaos. And my medication numbs the adrenal glands enough to where I can focus on daily life. Not live it, but focus more on that. So I really need you guys to step up to the plate, and if you can, help me out. Because this video is only going to get 80 to 100 views. There is no YouTube algorithms that's going to blow my video up unless I was a huge YouTuber. I would not be able to get crowdsourcing funds, which I would love, and I desperately need right now. I have been suffering every single day, and I'm a guy, and I don't like crying, but I get teary-eyed because I cannot get help. When I've tried applying everywhere, tried doing things, tried getting jobs, but I get nowhere. And the jobs I do get, I cannot maintain. And then when I try to apply for disability, I get denied. Every time. But I need help. I'm supposed to use the power of the internet, the power of my voice. I've helped so many people with anxiety and help them. I've tried doing what I can do. All these years, I mean, literally since 2009 or 10, I've been talking about this. Not as much, but talking about it. Bringing it to a source. I've been on multiple TV programs using clips of my anxiety disorder during panic attacks, but I never got the recognition that I deserved, in the sense that I needed to reach out to more people with really bad anxiety. The last people that I talked to that had real bad anxiety was in a psychiatric unit in 2015 or 14 or 12. Maybe 2013. But it was just for anxiety. That was why I was voluntarily admitted for like a day. It was just a day just to get a medication prescription, pretty much. And then I got a doctor. That's pretty much what it came down to. My anxiety was out the roof. They admitted me 24 hours into their little psychiatric unit. Doctor came in. What's the problem? Sat down with me for 30 minutes. Talked to me in the bed. And then their nurse came in with medication, gave it to me, and I was out the door probably within like 6-7 hours. I slept. I woke up. They said, get out. They gave me my clothes, my security bag, my cell phone, and then they booted me out the hospital, and they got me a taxi cab back home. But for the most part, what I'm saying is I don't know who to reach out to. I literally don't know how to reach out to, because there are literally people on this planet that have billions of dollars, right? Just saying. I'm not saying for them to help me, but there are literally people. There are literally people with billions of dollars and millions of dollars that could easily send $10,000 to my Cash App, or $1,000 to my Cash App, or a couple $100 to my Cash App, or to my PayPal account, and actually help me get the surgery done so that I could talk about this adrenal problem and get help. But unfortunately, I have to either be on some sort of news program, or a very hot girl, or something like that. If I was a hot woman, I would get help. End of story. If I was a hot guy and I look really sexy, I would get help. But because I'm an overweight guy, because I've been suffering for so long, and I cannot lose the weight because of my adrenal glands. I mean, I literally eat 1 meal a day. Literally 1 meal a day. I should have lost so much weight. I should be about 170 or 160 right now, and that's it. But I cannot lose weight, even though I barely eat. And no diet will help as long as there's something physically going on with my adrenal glands. And I'll get very unhealthy if I eat nothing but salad. I've done it before, and I lost weight, but it was so unhealthy. My potassium was low, my magnesium was low, my vitamin B12 was high, but my other B vitamins were dangerously low. My thiamine was low, my niacin was low. I mean, my folate level was dropped dead low. My vitamin C level was low. I had scurvy. Crazy shit, by the way. My vitamin D level was low. My vitamin D level was like 3 or 4. It's so unhealthy. And when I take supplements, it doesn't help me. Because everything atomically is fucked up in my body. So it's not able to absorb in my intestines and give me the nutrients that I need. So I'm screwed. And I got nobody in the world to talk to no more. I got you people on YouTube.com. There's like 1 people watching. That's it. I'm one of the loneliest people. Yeah, I have somebody in my life, but I still feel lonely, like in the sense of friends. Where's my friends at? I got one friend in Idaho, but he's in Idaho. I got a friend in Ohio. He's in Ohio. All my school friends from Texas, they're in different states. They're not even in the city. They're in different parts of the country. I don't know where they live. I'm not going to ask. But they're not here. And they're not there. How can I talk to anybody? How can I make a fucking family over here? I got nobody. And then there's no New Yorkers that watch my channel. I got no New Yorkers. I got no New Jerseyans. Well, I got a couple New Yorkers, but they're far away. They're like 100 miles plus, probably. Of course. So I can't reach nobody. I can't talk to nobody. I can't have an interview with a news agency. I can't have an interview with a doctor that could actually help me get this adrenal gland problem fixed. You have to have money. You have lots of money. And everybody's fucking fucked up because of our stupid ass government that doesn't know how to run anything. They couldn't even run a goddamn stop sign. That's how dumb they are. So we got the stupid government. We got bad health care in general. We got corrupt officials. We got people with tumors in their adrenal glands. Me. Which is making my life a living hell for the last so many years. So yeah, every day it's a suffer. It is suffering every single day. It's there's nothing I do except when I'm driving. Okay, the only time that I'm not suffering is if I'm driving a vehicle in the middle of nowhere, because it distracts me enough to where the adrenal glands, I guess, calm down, because I'm not crashing, or I'm not interacting, or I'm not overwhelmed by traffic lights or cars and excessive amounts of cars in the Northeast, which in New York is common, and New Jersey and all this stuff, right? So I'm not accustomed to the fast people, gotta be Northeastern. Oh, look at me over here, forget about it. I gotta drive, gotta get all these lights, gotta hit these lights. So with that mentality, plus with the anxiety, it's not helping. If I lived in the middle of nowhere, Texas, I think my adrenal glands would have a little bit of a break, especially if I rode horses, if I attended to cows, if I did farming. That would probably help me. I genuinely believe if I was a farmer somewhere near Austin, San Antonio, I probably would have less anxiety because it's the middle of nowhere, it's quiet, it's peaceful at night. There is no chupacabras out there. I've literally been to the most deepest, darkest parts of West Texas, Southwest Texas. I have put myself in situations you guys would never understand, thanks to my anxiety, actually. I have put myself on dirt roads. Not while it's raining, though. I won't do that because it'll flood out. But I put myself out on dirt roads, middle of the night. Dirt roads, middle of the night. Unmarked roads on public. It's public property, but it's unmarked. Well, some of them are marked, but not all of them. And this is what we deal with on a basis. I have taken flashlights and I have shined them into the woods, screaming, "Is anybody there?" in the most remote areas of Texas, in the southwest part, in the most remote park in Texas, Big Bend National Park, to the most remote parts of Sonora, Texas, Junction area, and Kerrville area, in one of the most remote counties, near the border and away from the border. Have I ever actually seen anything scary? Once. But it could have been my imagination, or it could have been something, but because I had such bright lights, they stayed at bay. But my anxiety was through the roof. But I literally screamed into the mountains of these forested type areas. Is anybody there? I was literally looking for danger. I wanted to ease my mind. Does it exist? I walked a mile into a random forest in Texas, on the eastern part of Texas. I walked a mile into it wearing long pants, shorts, or long pants, and boots. I did that one time at night, rainy, kind of misty, scary, cool, rainy, cool night, misty. And I screamed at the top of my lungs, "Is there any apparitions out here?" I've done that. I walked a mile plus in the middle of nowhere. There was no birds, there was no animals, there was no deer, there was no bears. I didn't even see bears. I didn't see snakes, spiders, nothing, because it was the wintertime. I won't go during the summer because of all those insects and spiders and mosquitoes and ticks, and I try to go when it's cold. Nothing, no noise. I heard nothing. I heard little footsteps of maybe a critter, or maybe a I don't know, like a raccoon or something stupid, or a little rabbit or something. But other than that, I heard nothing. And I had these bright ass flashlights that could light up a quarter mile away to half a mile away. Nothing. I even turned the lights out and I turned it on moonlight mode to see if something would scare me in the middle of the woods. Then I turned my phone off to make it scarier on purpose, so I wouldn't know which direction was which. However, I kind of knew which direction was which because I made a little trail. But I did turn my phone off. I had no light. I turned my flashlights off. I sat on a log, and I just sat there. And I waited 30 minutes in complete darkness. There was no city lights. There was no external lights. It was quiet. You heard nothing. No car noise. There was no car rumbling noise of tires. Nothing. For 30 minutes. There was no wind either. There was no noise, no animals, no bugs. Pure silence. Not even airplane noise. I look up into the sky. It's pure stars everywhere. But nothing scary happened. And I was expecting something to happen because I put myself in a really bad situation. I did it. I did the same thing in Colorado. Yes, bad things do happen in Colorado. But in my case, nothing happened. Now, bears could have attacked me, sure, but I was prepared for that with bear mace. Lots of bear mace. I had 2 gigantic bottles of industrial strength bear mace. And they weren't going to fuck with me, I'll tell you what. They come at me, spray the mother truckers. But nothing. So, that's it. But was my adrenal glands overworking? No. I don't know why, but they weren't. Because I wasn't bothered by external forces. Bright lights like that bother me. Loud noises, people screaming bother me. But in the middle of nowhere, like right now, let's pretend I teleport to Texas. And I drive to San Angelo, Texas, or yeah, let's try San Angelo, Texas, middle of the night. Right now it's what? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I could drive in San Angelo on a Friday morning. Nobody's gonna be there. I could be on the most remote road in Texas. I could roll down these windows, sleep in the car, as long as it's not raining and windy, and nothing would bother me, especially when it's cooler. But if I leave my window open here in New York or New Jersey, someone's going to rob me. But I know that because there's a lot of people in a small area. It is bound to happen. So you have to be on your tippity toes in the Northeast. However, if you go to the rich areas, you don't have to worry about it too much. But they could still rob you. It could happen in Texas. You could get highway robbery in Texas too. But it's not as common. You're more likely to get robbed in Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Corpus, Brownsville, Laredo, Eagle Pass, and Del Rio, Abilene, Amarillo, and San Angelo, and Midland and Odessa, Lubbock. You're more likely to get robbed in those towns. Texarkana, Texas, yeah. Nacogdoches, yeah. But Victoria, definitely. But for the most part, if you're out of those areas, you're safe. But the point I'm making is, out of all of this, the point I'm making is, I need help. I need financial help. Because the day that I get that financial help is the day that my anxiety may come down to a level that I can understand, and I can go apply for an in-person job, which I want to do, and start getting paid. I want to work at Verizon, or maybe some sort of good job, or maybe 18-wheeler jobs, because if I don't have anxiety no more, I could drive normally, and I can make a lot of money doing that, doing trucking jobs. But I can't legally drive a truck because of the medication I take. Literally. The only thing keeping me from driving an 18-wheeler, which was so much fun to me, is literally one medication. I am one medication away from making thousands of dollars a year. And being able to see every square inch of this country multiple times over. One medication. Millions of thousands of dollars a year, and having just, it's amazing that this one medication is keeping me literally from making so much money. You guys gotta kind of think that's sad, though. That's gotta be sad to you, because I know you got, some of you guys suffer from the anxiety too. Maybe you don't have an adrenal gland tumor, but I know that you guys have problems. And I have evidence to prove of my problem. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth here. Have yourself a good day. And hopefully this will be a good lesson for people that are really searching for an anxiety answer that they cannot seem to get anywhere else. Thank you guys for watching.